April 2nd, 2025. Liberation Day, that's what Donald Trump called it. But for the rest of the world, it was the day the global economy cracked. In one breath, President Trump announced the most aggressive trade policy in modern history. A 10% baseline tariff on every U.S. import, and targeted duties of up to 50% on countries he says have been abusing America. The crowd cheered, the markets crashed, Liberation Day tariffs, Trump's global trade war just exploded. Trump's new trade plan was simple and brutal. A country-by-country chart, new tariffs, ranging from 10% all the way up to 50%. Listen to these numbers. Vietnam, 46%. Sri Lanka, 44%. Switzerland, 31%. South Africa, 30%. Myanmar, 44%. Madagascar, 47%. China, 34%. It didn't matter if you were an ally, a trade partner, or recovering from civil war. Everyone got hit. And Trump's justification? Quote, if they charge us 40, we charge them 40. Simple. But for the rest of the world, this wasn't simple. It was economic warfare. Within hours, the world hit back. Vietnam imposed 90% tariffs on U.S. goods. Sri Lanka, 88%. Thailand, 72%. Bangladesh, 74%. Even Switzerland, one of the most neutral nations on Earth, hit back with 61%. The European Union, they published a 417-page retaliation list. Whiskey, motorcycles, beef, blue jeans, everything symbolic, everything painful. China called it unilateral economic bullying and hinted at cutting off rare earth minerals and U.S. agriculture. Then came the crash. Wall Street lost $2.5 trillion. That's trillion, with a T. The Nasdaq dropped almost 6%. The Dow, down nearly 4%. Apple and Nvidia lost $470 billion in a single day. Oil prices plunged. The U.S. dollar collapsed below key support levels. Analysts warned of a dollar confidence crisis, and the Canadian dollar shot up to a 4-month high. This wasn't just about China anymore. The EU hit with 20%, India 26%, Japan 24%, the UK 10%. Even U.S. allies like Canada weren't safe, facing separate tariffs on autos, steel, and aluminum. Prime Minister Mark Carney didn't hold back. These tariffs are unjustified, unwanted, and we will respond accordingly. And while markets panicked, the data turned grim. U.S. consumer spending weak, jobless claims rising, private payrolls missed, factory orders slowing. The Tax Foundation says this could cost U.S. consumers $1.8 trillion. And global trade could drop by nearly $1 trillion. This is now the highest U.S. tariff rate since 1933. World leaders blasted Trump's plan. France's Macron, brutal and unfounded. Germany's Scholz, fundamentally wrong. Spain's Prime Minister, protectionism that hurts millions. Even U.S. Republicans pushed back. Senator Mitch McConnell called it bad policy. Analysts say Trump's pain tolerance is high and that these tariffs might not go away anytime soon. But here's the thing. The people hit hardest weren't governments. They were consumers, workers, families, garment factories in Cambodia, farmers in Pakistan, shoe manufacturers in Vietnam, and yes, shoppers in the United States. Prices on everything, from sneakers to smartphones, are expected to rise. This isn't just politics anymore. It's personal. The U.S. dollar, for decades the world's safe haven, is now under threat. Major investors are hedging into gold. Central banks are watching the euro and the yuan. For the first time in a generation, confidence is fading. Deutsche Bank warned of a crisis of credibility. And now the world is asking, is America still the anchor of global finance? Trump calls it Liberation Day, but the world calls it a trade war. With retaliation growing, currencies crashing, and prices rising across the globe, the real question is this the start of American strength or the beginning of economic isolation? Boom or bust? Thanks for watching. For more deep dives into global trade and power politics, subscribe and stay ahead. This was Liberation Day. The fallout is just beginning.